The event was excellent. It was a really great opportunity to be able to discuss important issues, or what I deem to be important issues, with individuals that shared my opinion as well as those that didn't.
I ended up discussing democracy and sovereignty in more detail, and we actually sort of found out that both sides have similar concerns over democracy in the EU. I think the issue is to do with, I suppose, whether you feel that it can be reformed or not, the European Union can be reformed or not.
It was very good because by splitting people up into small groups and talking on specific issues, the informality of it helped people to speak more, and there was a much better exchange in ideas. And it's a question of, are we confined only to be citizens of that country, or do we get the freedom to be citizens of what's effectively a new type of democratically assembled civilization?
There's a general sense of you live in an interdependent world. It's best to work with your neighbours, especially when the previous century we and all those neighbours have been at war.
The trouble with this EU Parliament as well is that when it comes to electing MPs, it's done on a national basis, and there's no policy coherence.
I've really enjoyed the event. I thought the structure was really good in that I think it really allowed me to feel comfortable and able to express myself. Comfortable in the sense that I think there was a good breadth of views in the room. I didn't feel that there was any bias on the part of the moderators. I thought, so yeah, good moderation.
I thought the second half was brilliant. I thought all the four presentations about the four issues of economy, immigration, democracy and identity were extremely sophisticated, and they were very balanced. They all gave due weight to both sides.
So I thought the event today was really exciting actually. I thought there was a kind of vibe in the room with people engaging with each other quite a lot. We had a nice balance at the beginning. I was pleased to see that we had quite a number of Leavers and Remainers and a few people who were undecided. In fact, a woman came in and said she was thinking about abstaining, so it was always interesting having a different perspective in there.
Can we maybe look at how did you get convinced? You know, there must have been something with the political culture that made you realise, why are we not looking at everybody's well-being?
What makes an English person, what's an English identity? I think we've lost sight of that.
And as long as we're still in, we can try to reform whatever issues that we see as negatives. I think the key issues for me were related to economic issues as well as stability in terms of peace and war. This event has definitely allowed me to sort of explore those ideas a lot more, brought up a lot of things that I hadn't considered, and it's definitely made me want to go research some more and read some more about it. So, yeah.
I think one of the issues for me with this referendum is deciding what the key issues are. So that's been one of the useful things from today. I guess democracy and sovereignty is a big one. Economics and trade is another big one. And then the sort of broader, softer ideas of cultural exchange and European identity.
One of the issues that we didn't agree on was transparency issues. That we felt there was a lot of confusion, which was identified because we couldn't even identify a lot of the issues that we were talking about.
We were doing immigration, and I guess the primary issue that arose was sustainability issues.
Begin with three facts. One, we all need an identity. Two, identities can exist on multiple levels: territorial, religious, artistic.
We found immigration is always treated as like the worst bit of the EU, and we have to fear that, but we came up with some of the positive aspects of it.
So we had economics and trade. We broke down into three sort of core issues. So one is the impact it would have on the size of groupings of the trading partners that we work with. One is the impact that European regulation or the lack thereof might have on our economy. The third is the impact that leaving or remaining would have on stability, and that's broken down to a number of factors that I'll elaborate on.
Ordinary people who maybe have got sick and tired of listening to politicians with their half-truths and assertions on television, have an opportunity to talk to each other and to formulate their own views. And doing that makes a massive difference to people.
Well, I hope that the impact has kind of been twofold. One, on a very short-term level, that it's helped people think through the issues for what is quite a big decision. That for them personally it's been a rewarding experience, or that they've had an enjoyable afternoon discussing with their fellow participants, and maybe help them think through the issues in a more intelligent and a deeper way, to really engage with what matters here and what doesn't matter, what is spin and hype, and what is the real sort of meat of the debate, and maybe come to a decision about how they're going to vote. But secondly, and this is what Unlock Democracy tries to do through all of its work, is just feeding into the general culture that we want to see, a democratic culture which is very participatory, which respects different backgrounds and views, which encourages lots of people to express themselves and communicate across those divides. And especially the events that we try to put on are very open, so we encourage people to come who also wouldn't be normally involved in the sort of political discussion, who might shy away from political debate, which is intense, but want to come to a conversation where their view will be heard and where they will get a chance to express themselves.